Hello my dear YouTube friends, and welcome again to a new video. Today I'm gonna be removing this warm-up regulator and I'm gonna be cleaning it. I have high idle on the car. I replaced a few things already. I replaced this. Actually, I just replaced this one. This is the idle control valve and it seemed to fix it. I also fixed one of these. This was broken, that little T. I put it back on and yeah, it seemed to fix it, but I still have a little bit of high idle, which I suspect is this regulator here. This is pretty rusty, so at least I want to remove it, clean it, paint it, and see if we can restore it back. We have to remove these lines here. I hope I don't make this job more than what it should be, because a lot of the times that ends up being the case. So let's get another tool here. I think it might be a number 12. We'll go with, sorry about the mess, pretty messy. I have to organize everything, but let's go ahead and grab maybe this one and this one. Let's see if this will do the job. Let's see, 12. Only do this when the engine is actually cold, or you guys will burn the whole thing. So there's fuel inside this with pressure, so make sure that you guys do this when the engine is cold, okay? And then to get this out, you guys are gonna have to push these tabs in from both sides. I'm gonna have to do it without the phone because I cannot do with one hand, but you guys have to open this. Actually, let's see if we can do with one hand. I don't think it's gonna be possible, but we can try. Okay guys, so I got this out, and yeah, those leads are very green. I don't think it's conducting the current how it should with those green wires like that. So anyways, let's I'm gonna get this one out now. Okay guys, so I got these both ends loosened up, and now I have one number 10 there that I have to remove, and then we should be able to remove this warm-up regulator. As you can see, it's so rusty. Okay, we're gonna leave this here with all the other screws, and we'll take this and test it out. I just think it's really bad right now that there's so much corrosion in the wires, and there's so much corrosion here, but let's clean this up really good as much as we can and see if we can refurbish this. Okay my friends, I just got some brake cleaner and I'm gonna clean this wire here. Everything looks so brittle. Everything looks so brittle. Like, I don't want to move it too much, so I'm gonna spray some brake cleaner and I'm gonna clean that off. And then, so this one guys, it's not as bad as I thought it would be. I'm gonna obviously clean it as much as I can. I'm gonna remove as much rust as possible, and yeah, I'm gonna be testing the resistance. Actually, I'm gonna test the ohms right now and see. So usually should be about 4 or 5 ohms. Let's see. I might have to clean this first though, so let's try to Okay guys, so this is the ohms that I get, almost 3 ohms. So I think that's fine. I cleaned it off as much as I can because of the, that would create more resistance. So I'm gonna clean it a little bit more and I'm gonna put it back in the car. Okay guys, so one last test that I want to do to make sure that it's working. I'm gonna grab my top diag tool. This one, it's really handy. I can use it and I can put in 12 volts. Here, you just have to connect it to the car battery like that. And then you would just press, you connect the negative lead in one side and then you can put 12 volts on the other side. And it's activating guys, so I think it's good. I do want to clean this, so I'm gonna spray brake cleaner while it's activating, and I'm gonna make sure it sprays through. Okay guys, so I was blowing air through this while I was putting current, and this would activate, and I put some brake cleaner and it would go through. So this is good. We're gonna put it back in the car now and see how it works. Hopefully it idles better. Okay guys, so I'm gonna put it without this bracket just because it has so much rust. I might just clean it later and put it back, but yeah, it looks good. It's working. And then I'm gonna put this, and I sealed the whole thing where the cover sits on the air box, so I don't have any air going, extra air. So we'll see. Let's put it back on. I'm gonna connect all the lines and then we'll see what happens. All right guys, let's try to turn this on. Let's see. I'm gonna turn the car off and make sure that it's not leaking. Okay guys, so I checked and it was leaking. So that's probably the last thing you want. Some fuel line leaking and then your whole car just becomes a fireball. So I'm gonna put some Teflon around that line and close it. I'm gonna turn it on again and see if it leaks. And if it doesn't, then we're good. It's good. I don't think it's leaking. I hope not. Check on both sides. Yeah. Very, very important that it's not leaking now. And then let's put this back on. So I think the idle one is pretty decent compared to how it was before. Let's just put this screw back and then let's take it up for a ride and see if anything changed. So the idle is coming down, which I think that's pretty good. That's amazing. That it's the first time that it's idling this low. Okay. Alright, let's go and see how it rides. Hopefully better.